Hey, how are you guys? So I'm Montgomery. I'm part of the U Media Miami. We're now on our seventh episode for our podcast. So we're going to be talking about a couple of things, namely that spring break is coming up soon. But before we do that, we're going to do a couple of quick topics. One of them is going to be talking about music and the movies that we're going to see. So let's go around. I'm ready to introduce myself as Montgomery.
I'm Marcus.
Jermaine, J. Traumatic, you feel me? So yeah, VMM. Chill
I'm
out.
Arturo.
And others call me Omega.
And your sound guy, Chris Miller. Brrrah.
All right. So you guys brought up the topic about music. So what is it you want to talk about specifically, other than Drake bashing?
Okay, this is something that's very interesting, really, to me. I was talking to, I think, Lowell the other day about it. That's my comrade, my compadre in crime, you feel me, and my rap group, VMM. You know, various minds music. But I was talking about mostly about how the music industry has changed, how basically like physicals aren't really selling anymore. Streaming is kind of the future, but in a way, a lot of artists have. If you really notice, a lot of artists have signed to Apple Music lately. You know, instead of really going through a label company, which is actually like being signed to a label, like more. It's more like a distributing contract in a way. You understand what I'm saying? And the distributing contract is like you're the independent artist, but it's like they give you commercial releases in a way, and then they make sure that it's released mainstream wise and stuff like that. Now you might not have like any radio success, like they might not put it on the radio, but I mean you still have your project out there. Like for example, Mac Miller used to do that with
Shouldn't he leave the sound off?
no, he did that with Warner Brothers, and then he wound up signing an actual deal with them. But Apple Music is like they're taking a lot of labels are getting mad at them because in a lot of ways they're like, dog, artists aren't gonna sign to us anymore, so we can't really feed off them. You know, with Apple Music, they're very smart and decisive with it. Like a lot of artists are signed there now because they see that okay, they could get like they're thinking that they could get more money, but they're really not getting more money. Like your record might go like 10 times platinum like within a year, right? Because it's being played so much. Like I think every 1,000 every I think 1,500 plays is like is one album sold. So then you keep on getting more plays. So it seems like you get what I'm saying. It seems like oh snap, I went platinum. I'm about to make more big bank. You feel me?
I agree to what you're saying. It's like you're saying Apple is feeding off of artists from the music producers and music companies that are taking money, like, getting money from artists. But like now since Apple is like released all artists' music and that artists are constantly getting plays, it's like they're not getting money for their albums.
Yeah, and yeah, I understand what you mean. But and also in a way, like as soon it's gonna be something big in music, man. Where basically like it's just now it's like a streaming war in a way because we got Tidal, like Jay-Z went out there and he did his whole thing with getting his own thing. He had all these uh, other rappers, other music known people like Dead Mouse, like DJ Mouse or whatever his name, the guy who looks like Mickey Mouse, and like a lot of other people. I think he had Madonna up there too. Like it was like a whole Illuminati looking party, bro. Like they was having fun. Devil worshiping and stuff. But back to the main thing. Really, it seemed like okay, Jay Z was being smart. He was being a businessman. Like he was being like business minded and starting his own thing. But it's hard to go against Apple because Apple isn't just music. Apple is technology. Apple is kind of like how we live. You know what I mean? So in a lot of ways, it's gonna be like Spotify versus Tidal versus Apple Music, and then most of the time, I feel like they're gonna try fighting over artists now. They're gonna try fighting over signing artists because Drake his album might be released on Apple way before Tidal. Like they might give it a week before it touches Spotify or that. You know what I mean? So nowadays it just feels like artists like they're getting finessed in a way like they're being tricked because like they're signing into this contract, but then they're thinking it's all good, but they got more chains on them. If anything, that's why Chance the Rapper he usually does free music, but he said on his next project, y'all gotta pay for this because man, I signed to Apple Music and I thought it was gonna be cool, but it's still the same thing. If anything, it's like what I went platinum, I won a Grammy, but the, you understand what I'm saying? It's like getting
No, I understand. I mean, in the world of streaming, if everyone does the exact same thing, what is the one thing you're going to do that's different from everyone else? That's the problem. Everyone can stream, but that's the difference. With Spotify is that you have, I think, 2 weeks prior, before anything gets released for the free public to have access to all that material. But then again, what are you going to do after that? You can't make it just exclusive artists on this one stream because someone else is going to pick them up on someone else and just do something different altogether. So what do you think that if it's your idea to do something with streaming, what would you recommend to those companies to get you as a customer to pluck down $7, $8, $9 per month? What would make you come to them rather than over, let's say, Apple or Spotify or Pandora?
I mean, the only thing that really makes you want to pick another one over the other is the exclusiveness in a way, because at first Kanye's album The Life of Pablo was only released on Tidal first. You get what I'm saying? Then he wound up making it on his stuff, right? And then he wound up saying, no, you guys have to buy it from Tidal because it's only going to be exclusive on Tidal. So then everybody's like, oh my God, it's Kanye. And Kanye's like one of the biggest figures in pop culture right now, period. Like, you feel me, over the last 10 years. Not even saying that as a black man or whatever like that. Just in general, like, bro, everybody knows a Kanye song. Everybody. At least 10 Kanye songs. You feel what I'm saying? And in a way, like, everybody was just like, oh my gosh, let's go to Tidal. Let's try buying it from his website. And then next thing you know, the next month, it's there. You feel what I'm saying? So then Tidal almost got sued for that. Jay-Z and Kanye almost got sued for that because he lied. And that was the thing. Like, fans were starting a petition. So it's like, you feel me? In a way, the only way, I feel like right now, even in general, music is being very saturated. Like, that's why even, like, I'm not trying to go to Drake bashing, but Drake put out, like you feel me, like 4 projects within, like, the last 2.5 years. And, like, you understand what I'm saying? But he's doing this for streams. He's doing this, he's more business-minded. You know what I mean? He's probably trying to get out his contracts. He's probably trying to stand on his own. You feel what I'm saying? That's probably why he's doing it. But he sees that he's going to go platinum with any release that he does. And then until now, Drake saw, man, More Life didn't sell as much as views. So he's going to be like, all right, I'm going to take a year off. And then when I come back, people are going to be like, oh, my God, it's Drake. You feel me?
To add to that, I agree with you, Jermaine. Especially from a business mindset, like, these people are trying to make a profit from streams. It's been kind of difficult for the artists, and it's been mostly beneficiary for Apple Music and people who are running Spotify and these record labels. But I'm also thinking about from the consumer standpoint, like, you know, us. Think about us. I don't know what it is, but we're kind of like a microwave. We're in a microwave age where it's like
Everything
we want things fast, we want things there. We don't want to spend time going to the store and then actually buying a CD. We want it there. So it's like, what is the demands of the consumers? You know, what is it that the people want? So it's like those streams. You would think, oh, these businesses, what are they doing? It's really, what is it that the people want? Because it's the people that are kind of deciding who, you know, what's actually going to be a success and what's not. And so, I don't know, for me, I admit it. I'd rather go to Apple Music, press play, and listen to it than actually go into a store and buy an album. So, there's a dilemma.
I mean, yeah, and, like, physicals, they're dead, man. Like, that's why Flatbush Zombies, I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're, like, a group out of Flatbush in New York. And then they made Rest in Peace to the CD. Like, you know what I mean? Because in a way, it's like, physicals are nice to, like, just have in your house, like, as an antique or whatever. The last physical I bought was Forest Hill Drives. I don't even put that. Dude, where would I even have to, like, put it in? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could put it in the car.
5 places to put it in my CDs, I'm just saying. You have, like, 5 places to put it in my CDs. I can put it in my DVD player in my living room, one, like, in my mom's room. I can play in the car. I can even play in my Xbox on my computer.
But if you have Apple Music or if you have something called and with the aux cord, you're good. Like, you know, you don't really care about that. Come on, man. Man, you know, it's going to be just like Netflix, man. It's like, you feel me? It's like Blockbuster versus Netflix. That's what really CDs are to streaming.
One about to go out of business soon then.
Yeah.
One about to go out of business
Yeah,
soon.
I think CDs, man, it's over with for that, especially since we got so much streaming. Like, we live in an age, like, technology, it's crazy. Like, literally, like, there's certain times, like, people didn't even know what, like, you ever saw, like, people, like, you ever saw when people ask what time it is, and people don't, there could be a clock right there, right? People rather look at their phone. people will like even in math class, people will add like, all right, it's 5 + 5, right? They'll go to their calculator. I kid you not. And I'm like, whoa, like there's no mental, like you understand what I'm saying? There's not a thought process behind anything. Everything is like very like
Simple.
yeah. I feel like they got us under like because in a lot of ways I feel like technology is imprisoning us in a way like we don't.
I think what it is that we're becoming more reliable on it. Like instead of using our brain, we're relying on the technology, and the more that technology grows, it's just gonna become like we do less, it does more.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Google, bro, just that, Google gets so many searches a day, man. Like, you don't have to honestly do anything, man. You don't. Like literally in class, if I wanted to, literally I could bring up like the actual worksheet that my teachers give me
And
every
it
single
pops
time.
up.
And it pops up. Like,
Like, you know how many times I use Google to like help me with my homework, and it does like half of it for me.
and I type in the same exact worksheet, bro. I don't even care, bro. I'd be like, okay, it says 10.4 concepts and blah, 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 blah.
LLL.
Yeah, and I type in all that, and I get the answers, man.
All right. So going back to your question, in the end of the day, you're streaming everything, and you
Yes.
don't pay that subscription. You own nothing.
Wait, what?
You own nothing at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, if
Don't you
it's-
think it's better to have a physical copy of the music that you like, rather than just having the convenience of not having?
In order for for example, you guys don't know who Nipsey Hussle is. All right, Nipsey Hussle, right? He did something very revolutionary. Like I think it was like 3-4 years. Like he dropped a project. It was a mixtape called Crenshaw, right? But it was gonna drop the next day. But what he did the day before, he had a little pop-up shop in Compton, actually in Crenshaw, and he's a West Coast rapper from Cali. And what he goes and does, he sells each copy for $100. You would think that, if I know this project is coming out tomorrow, I'm gonna wait till that free project come out. Why would I buy $100 CD? He had so many people buy it. He sold out all the CDs. The reason why is because you have to make an emotional connection with your fans. If you do that, then they'll go out on a limb and they'll be like, you know what? Let me go and let me rethink. I want to support my artists instead of like us pirating music. Like, you know what I mean? Or that's all really what it's about. You have to really grasp and really be into chasing the hearts instead of the charts type stuff. You feel me?
With streaming, I only stream like albums I haven't heard yet, cause like I'm not gonna buy it if like I end up not liking it. But if I like it a lot, I like buy it down on my phone. If I like really, really, really like it, like I love that album, I'll buy a physical copy of it, cause it's something I cherish. It's like when you buy like CDs, it's like more special to you. You know what I'm saying?
And that's really what I feel. See, that goes back to what I'm saying. It's really connecting with the fans really in a way, because like in a way this for a perfect example, Young Thug versus all right, I'll say Drake, mainstream, right? No, okay. Let me say Kendrick. Let me say a Kendrick, a Young Thug versus Kendrick. The thing is that Young Thug, every single time he tries selling a project, he sells like 15K a week. He only has 15K off his streams. The reason why is because most of his fans are used to like being like privileged, and they're getting like they'll get a project every month from him, and it's the same stuff, But if Frank Ocean doesn't drop, let's say he doesn't drop for another 3 years, you know how many streams he's gonna have first week? You get me? So it's all about how now artists have to go back and think like, okay, how am I gonna get my fans to buy this stuff? Like, when can I drop my album? That's why a lot of people, if you're gonna drop a
It should
party
be every
album,
1 to 2 years, like regularly.
not even. I mean, it matters what you do with each one of your releases. So,
So you're saying rappers are in competition?
I mean, it's
Yeah,
always
they
been
really
a
are. It's always
competition.
competition.
I mean, it's always a competition when there's somebody else trying to make as much money as you. There's always somebody trying to be better than you. It's competition at the end of the day. It's eat or be eaten out here.
Rappers are not in competition.
What?
Wait, what?
Rappers who want to be in competition is people who want to be bigger than everybody else. If you're in competition with somebody, you shouldn't be. You feel me? If you rapping, you should be worried about your fans only, what your fans like. You shouldn't even be worrying about what people don't like when you rapping. You should be worrying about the people who do like your music. Say for instance, if somebody drop a song with, all right, they got nothing but 62 bars, they got straight bars on it, right? Next thing you know, they trying to make a turn up song and nobody like it, but other people like it. Who you gonna like? You feel me? What you gonna do? You gonna pertain to the people, to the thousands of people who like your rapping, your bars, or you gonna pertain to the hundreds of people who like your turn up songs? Which one you gonna do? You feel me?
In a way, what you guys understand? Well, in a way, I understand what you're really saying in a way, but this is like everybody. Well, if it's like that, then nobody will release a single before their project. Everybody releases a single before their project every single time, or they'll do something in the media to just cause something like out of nowhere. This person gets into a fight, or this person gets arrested. Next thing you know, he has an album up.
Or like get into a beef with another rapper.
They get into
Yeah,
they get into beef. The Game did that with 1992. He got into a beef with Meek Mill and Sean Kingston. You understand what I'm saying? All these rappers are really friends. They know that people actually care about like social media. So if they start a diss, like for example, like Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj, watch them be friends low key. Nobody knows, and then. No, but that's what you see. Watch the album come out. Watch them be like, no, we squashed everything, and then they make a song about black women, they're beautiful, and then that goes platinum. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about like it's wrestling at the end of the day. Rap is the new wrestling because nobody's being real at all. Like you feel me? We don't have no more
wrestling
ultimate.
is fake now? What the hell?
Hey yo, Jeff Hardy came back. I'm about to start watching wrestling again. Yo, it's lit, bro. Jeff Hardy was like my idol as a kid. You feel me?
And I think you had something to say.
No.
Well, I actually feel like the odd one out because I don't stream. I just use Pandora or YouTube. So like if I ever want to find a song that like I haven't heard in a while, I'll just YouTube it instead of relying on Pandora. But that's just me.
I mean, this all factors within sales and how artists really. It's not really even artists. It's label companies because you sign to anybody at the end of the day, man. They like you can have your entire project done for like probably like look at Lil Wayne, his situation with Birdman. He had Carter 5 done ever since like I was like in like 10th grade.
2014, I think.
Yeah, ever since I was 10th grade. When did he drop it? You understand what I'm saying? He hasn't dropped it yet. You understand what I'm saying? It's all about like what the label companies want. It's all about all right, how could they get the most money? And I feel like Lil Wayne's never gonna drop that because Wayne is legendary to people who actually care about music in a way, but he's not. Nobody's gonna really care. Like Wayne has dropped songs before. He has dropped whole projects. You know what I mean? And nobody cares right now.
Remixes.
Huh?
Remixes.
No, he's dropped the Free Weezy album on Tidal like probably like last summer, man, and nobody cared except me. You know really what I'm saying? Like people like us.
Hey guys, I'm gonna interrupt to say we're gonna move on to the next subject. But before, I do agree with what Arturo said that YouTube is
It's the most
it's a
mainstream.
new stream as well. It's not just Apple Music. It's just not Spotify, but YouTube. How many people get
everything.
discovered on YouTube?
Everybody.
Like right now, we're actually on YouTube Live, right? And there's people watching, which someone commented saying that they agree with you, Ahmad, with what you said earlier, that everyone has their own fan base. So that's pretty cool.
And I want to ask you, tell me what's your thing against Apple signing people? You know, like what I was hearing over there, like with Apple, what you gotta understand is like I was telling Mike, that black and white, bro, that black and white, it beat you out every time on paper. You feel me? Say for instance, you got Motown records. Motown got a bunch of good artists. You feel me? Say for instance, you on Motown records, there's a bunch of good artists on there. Nah. Which contract you gonna take? You gonna take that Motown Records, okay, $100,000 a year contract, or you gonna jump on Apple because Apple make more than $1 billion a year. You feel me? You gonna jump on Apple and hop on that $300,000 contract a year. You say it's about music and stuff. Honestly, I like music. I like the way it sounds, but honestly, for people, it's about that money. You feel me? It's about that black and white. What's on that paper? If it ain't adding up, then they not gonna rock with it. And then Apple add up. Apple is satisfying every time. I'm telling you.
All right, guys.
Okay, we going to the next thing. All right.
All right, so let's talk about movies that are coming up. It's April, but the next month is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyone interested for that?
Yeah, I've been following it.
I am. The first one was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things, and I don't want to spoil it, but there were some casting rumors about certain actors being cameos. And do you want to know about them? All right. Who saw Smallville?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right. So the guy who played Lex Luthor in Smallville, Michael Rosenbaum. Blum. And Sylvester Stallone are going to be in it.
What?
who
Guardians
the-
of the Galaxy?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't even watch the first one really.
Who are they gonna play?
Silver Surfer and Galactus.
Whoa, for real?
Supposedly. But they're in the movie, but the roles are just.
So wait a minute. So is the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie not going to be about the Infinity Gauntlet? Because that's what I thought it was going towards.
No, that's gonna be like Infinity War, like the upcoming one where they put everyone together. And
I-
that's
I-
like in
yeah.
2 parts.
I think that's the new
I mean,
Avengers.
they-
Avengers. That's what it's gonna be
Yeah,
based
they
upon.
will have tie-ins, but the fact that cap, from what I read, and that's what they're going to be doing. I mean, that stuff is really. I love that universe to begin with, but the fact they're adding now a Silver Surfer and Galactus, I think is going to be incredible.
Oh man, look. When it come to villains who you don't even know who is a villain, but you think he a good guy, it's Silver Surfer, man. Oh man, he gonna surprise. If they put him in Guardians of the Galaxy, it's gonna be a whole nother thing. And Galactus, I forgot what Galactus was. Wasn't he like someone who
He
ate
ate
planets?
planets, yeah, he ate
Okay, you
planets,
feel me?
yeah.
Now that's gonna be a whole nother story. You feel me? They gonna put that together just fine. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because it's Marvel. If it was a DC comic movie, let's just say it'll do pretty bad.
Could you guys help me out? Because I don't know who any of these people are.
You never
These
watched
guys mentioned.
Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four. He was I forget what.
He's a
happened
herald
to
of
him.
Galactus. A herald.
Yes.
What he does is that he goes to
He
a planet.
goes to planets and he starts digging.
He prepares them for harvest.
Yes.
Because Galactus has this giant machine that goes into the planets and sucks out all the resources, water, biological life, and he consumes it.
Right. And
Talking about an appetite.
yeah. So his story is that he became the Herald of Galactus as long as he would sacrifice the people from not being eaten. So he would be his herald and find other planets. So that's how he came to be as this thing that would scout out all the different planets for him.
And in the original story, Galactus actually not betrayed him, but like tricked him because he wiped his memory, so he doesn't remember what planet he comes from. So in the original comics and story, he was doing this to any planet, but then eventually he reached his own planet again, and he was like, "Wait a minute, these are the people that I came from, and like I made a deal with Galactus about this." So now the superhero version of him is more like he finds dead planets that don't have life or just vegetation. But like every once in a while in every comic he'll come to Earth and they have to fight him off. Certain heroes fight him off.
Wait, but the Silver Surfer and Galactus work together, like, to destroy planets.
They did, but it depends which timeline you're looking at because sometimes Silver Surfer stays with him, sometimes he leaves or betrays him.
Yeah, it's
Because
just like Wolverine.
yeah, Galactus gave him the cosmic energy. So there's one where he left, and this teenage girl from Earth became the new Herald of Galactus. She was like something Phoenix or something with fire. But yeah,
So the next one, Wonder Woman's coming out in June. You guys are interested for Wonder Woman?
Oh, wait, could I touch on one before
Sure.
that? The fate of the Fast and the Furious. The fate of the Furious? Yeah.
Fate of the Furious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. When I'm saying this is a waste of a movie, could we just say that right now? Should have just
Yeah.
ended it with the last one
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
with Paul Walker just driving off into the sunset. That was beautiful, bro. Now you got Vin Diesel, one of the main characters against a bunch of side characters. Who are you gonna root for? I'm rooting for the bad guy. I don't even care. Yo. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna watch. I know I could predict the movie. It's gonna be some twist where somebody messed with his brain. That's why he's going off on these people. And
Like
trying,
he's
bro,
betraying them because like it's a secret they don't know about, and he's trying to save the day in the end or something like that.
I hate movies where I can already tell what's gonna happen. So stop trying to show me this. Like, don't, no.
Wait, how they go from like street racing to like
To that, yes.
yeah, like I'm so confused.
Like
where
a
in the
submarine
line do they
coming out
have
of the polar ice caps and like bombs have been.
It was
No.
like 6 copies of the same movie over and over. Now it's like a 7th copy with nothing that describes the movie.
Yeah.
It's still basically the same. Now it's like about family against family, foe against foe, and now like foes are teaming up with family.
Yeah.
Because now you see like
it's the same
the
classic
guy-
movie. Like I've seen this before. I've seen this movie type before. No Elton John. You feel me?
like
So.
the foe from the last movie joins up with the Rock now. Like
Yo, I saw that and I'm like, yo, you know what? Okay, so in my head, Fast and Furious 7 was the last Fast and Furious. This Fate of the Furious thing, it does not exist.
I kind of missed the original storylines too, especially like first three. Like I thought it was very interesting, even the fourth one and fifth. But it did get to like the same story being recycled.
Yeah, now
They
they're
were
secret
trying to-
agents.
Yeah, but like I would love to see when it comes back to the basics of someone was inspired to like just start racing. They're doing it to help their families, maybe in a different country. Because I thought the third one, Tokyo Drift, that was a good add-on. Like
Yeah, yeah.
going to different places. Maybe they could do one in Africa or in Europe. I don't know. It'd be
A
interesting.
bit
if
like
they did.
Top Gear.
Yeah, but it was kind of weird though how they kept bringing that Chinese guy back who died like in the first movie. Like
Yeah, and then how they tied it together, I was like, wait, what? Like, I didn't really I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let that slide. I'm gonna let it slide. So,
A movie that I've actually been following personally for a while, Alien Covenant. Do any of you guys know about that?
Yeah.
How it's a sequel to oh god, Prometheus.
oh, gee.
Yeah, it's supposed to be what it is that if you watch after the credits, I believe, when I can't remember her name, but the main female character leaves their spaceship and then just wanders off. Everybody assumes she dies. And then what's called the Deacon, which is that giant purple alien that came out of the Engineer, the really tall, pale white alien. Like everybody thought, okay, the next one's gonna be that's the queen of the next alien. But in the comics, it actually goes to where the black goo that's on the planet is a mutagen. All it does is eat that, and it becomes a mountain. And that's where the first alien queen comes from. But for some reason, they didn't follow that story in this new one. This one takes place on Paradise, a planet that's just vegetation. They go there, and then finding it's human vegetation, like from Earth. So the story believes that somehow that main character from Prometheus found a ship and got to that planet. And then somehow the android that you see get ripped in half, or his head gets ripped off, somehow he comes back and he's the main villain. That's what I've heard, that he's going to be the main villain in this one. And the recent teaser trailers or whatever, one of them calls Hide, Pray, and Run. And they're like really quick second ones, and it shows more of the, not xenomorph, that's the black one, the neomorph, the one that is like the beluga concept that they had released in the Prometheus.
Are there any big name actors in here, like actors, actresses that I should know of?
No, he died. What's his name? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the guy who played in Spider-Man 3?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. He's the captain of the ship, and you see him in
Right.
that trailer for the first trailer of the Last Supper. You see him going to sleep. Oh, what's his name?
I'm lost.
I just remember him as Green
Yeah.
Goblin's son.
Right.
Oh, you talking about who played Harry? That's all you had to say, Harry? That's what you mean, Green Goblin? Yeah.
Yeah. He's gonna be the captain of this ship that's going to this planet, which you only see him in that one first trailer, Last Supper. So I wonder what his role's gonna be.
So
in the
this
rest
is like a sci-fi movie.
It's supposed to be taking roots back to the original Alien. It's supposed to be more horror than anything. Like the recent the Alien vs Predator Requiem, they did terrible. Nobody really.
Oh
liked
wait,
it.
we talking about two different movies. Then.
No, I'm talking about the whole movie system, the whole movie timeline.
The series.
The series.
Wait, so
that's what-
Prometheus has something to do with aliens? The
it
movie.
becomes right before Alien 1. Yeah.
Really? Wow, that's crazy. Okay,
If you
I had no
watch
idea.
it, watch Prometheus, then Alien, and then you'll see how it all connects. And then this one's supposed to take place in between those two. So
That's crazy, bro.
So that makes everything clear.
I even though I don't but yeah, okay, yo. I don't think I'm gonna watch that movie, but are you guys gonna watch this movie? You know, it's about like literally the most iconic person since MLK, Obama, Jesus Christ, and Pope Francis. It's All Eyes on Me, the Tupac documentary. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw the trailer yesterday.
And that movie honestly is gonna be iconic. It's gonna be like I feel. What was it, like one of the Michael Jackson movies, not the one with when they actually had a weird guy acting as Michael Jackson, but the Michael Jackson Come Up story or the Temptations or the Five Heartbeats. It's gonna be iconic, like one of those movies. It's gonna be way better than Biggie movie in my opinion. You feel me? It's gonna be like straight out of Compton type stuff.
Straight Outta Compton. It was a good movie, but it wasn't like that good as an overall hip hop movie.
Whoa,
It was a good movie though. Like I liked it. I'm not gonna lie.
But low key, okay, when we're talking about hip hop movies, are we talking about hip hop based movies or just hip hop movies like saying like Boys in the Hood, blah blah blah, da da da, stuff like that?
No, like basement because like they left like a lot of stuff out of the movie,
Okay.
like a lot of details.
Okay, I say it in a way. Okay, but Straight Outta Compton has to be the best hip hop based movie because think about what other hip hop based movies have they had? Okay, then so back to what I was saying. Other than the Biggie movie, and that Biggie movie was it was terrible. I didn't like it. No.
Whoa.
Let me ask something real quick. You just said the Biggie movie was terrible.
The Biggie movie was terrible.
How was it terrible? How was it terrible?
Hey, Lil.
Bro, literally. Okay.
Hi guys. It's Lowell here. The Biggie movie was amazing.
Kiddo.
Yo.
Hey, you like the Biggie movie?
The Biggie movie was amazing.
But Straight Outta Compton was better, right?
No.
Really? No.
It was good, but it wasn't better
I
than
can't give my opinion on that because I have not seen Straight Outta Compton yet. But
Whoa, what?
I haven't. Like, I don't see.
Just
Got you.
So you don't feel like the All Eyes on Me movie is gonna be better?
Heck no.
I feel like it will run circles around it in the box
You just saying
office.
that 'cause you like Pac
Because he
better
likes
than
Pac
Biggie.
more.
No, it's not because of that. I love Pac. I
Hold
love
on.
Biggie too, man. I appreciate what he did for the game, but Pac as an overall like
Wait.
star poet, like
All right, pause it. What you gotta say, Ahmad?
no.
Oh, not Ahmad.
Oh.
Dang, bro. Y'all look the same.
Whoa.
Y'all
I almost said something.
black people.
Share it, because you've been
Yeah,
holding it.
The A's.
Whoa, okay.
The A's.
I like the Biggie movie.
The Biggie movie was inspiring. It was a classic. Straight Outta Compton was a classic too. It was just like more gang banging with Eazy-E and a lot of different artists, Ice Cube and everybody coming up. Now Tupac Shakur, yes, that movie is gonna be the bomb. It's gonna be fire. Like I can't wait for that movie to drop. Like.
I feel like there's gonna be more elements, and then like if you compare Biggie's life to like Pac's life, Pac has like his life was this in a way you have to understand like he was brought up a little bit differently. Like his mother was a Panther, and then Biggie was just like he's just like the prototypical like
Regular kid.
upcoming rapper. Like I was a sideshow rapper, and then somehow I found this guy named Diddy. And then I got signed, and then blah blah blah. Then I had beef. Then I got killed. That's all it really was. With Pac, it's just like him growing up
But
as
it
a
was
teenager and
Pac
stuff.
who got killed in the beef. Biggie got killed by cops, I think.
No.
Yeah, Biggie got killed by cops.
Yeah.
Right, but how I feel about it, I think Pac's movie. I mean, because both Biggie's movie, it went into his life. It showed how like he went to jail. It showed him like his friend taking the like blame. Like it shows you like a lot of things that unless like you're a huge Biggie fan, you won't know. And it really like dove into it. But I feel like in terms of like actually showing us Biggie, it was kind of lackluster. But I feel like this Pac movie is gonna show us like a lot. That's the only thing like because Pac had like.
He had character. He had character.
He-
Like
he
with
was-
Biggie was just like a rapper. He wasn't an artist.
He was a whoa.
Yeah, he's a rapper, not an artist.
Whoa.
He was a
Whoa.
Are you insane? What are you saying?
Biggie was a rapper, not an artist. I will repeat that a million times.
Please explain it. Elaborate.
Bruh, Pac was a poet. Pac, wasn't he at a 7%ers meeting? He used to give speeches everywhere, but compare that to
Okay, take away Pac. Subject matter and influence. What's special about him?
He was a poet. Wait, he was a poet. One, he was in movies. He was in great movies. Poetic Justice is still one of.
Music wise. The poet.
Oh, wait. Okay, so we're talking about his entire cultural impact on
Yeah, he was more influential, but he wasn't the better artist.
rap wise.
Rap-wise.
Okay, Biggie was dope with the
Let's
flows,
put a
man.
hold on that.
That's another discussion.
Yo.
That's another discussion.
Yeah.
We'll discuss it in a
Yeah.
future podcast. But
Oh, actually, you can do that
The
podcast
movie.
yourself.
I'm really about to go off. Yo, Nas is better than both of them.
All right.
I give you that.
All right,
I legit gave you that.
Well, no. Like it's tired.
All right. guys, let's
Could-
focus back again.
What's the topic?
Could I cook real quick?
Go ahead.
You think? All right. So the Biggie movie, like I'm saying, like it showed more of Biggie than like Pac's side of him, like living until the point of he died. So like now the Tupac movie is gonna show more of Pac's side of how he grew up, how he lived through the streets and everything, and how he made it into business and made it into a success in business. Now like since Pac's story is gonna survive and like talk now, they're probably gonna like edit off and probably like show like a little piece of Biggie's movie too.
Yeah, because they're having the same actor for Biggie from the Biggie movie from Notorious. But also, I also feel like the person who's directing it, well, the former director who really set up everything was though I forgot his name, but he directed Poetic Justice, and he knew Pac personally. You understand what I'm saying? They used to hang out and everything.
I knew Paul personally.
Same, you know, I'm his son. He wrote a song about me, Letter to My Unborn. So you feel me?
Next
Alright.
topic, please.
Cool.
Yes. But seriously, what we can do next time, if you guys want to actually debate about this,
We're gonna fight.
no, that's
We're
not
not gonna
fight.
fight.
What you want to do
don't
is
want these
research this material that we have. Check out the DVDs, do the research online, and talk about that. Because that's what's going to be even more interesting next time, but we'll hold that off for a while. So we got about 15 minutes left before we end this podcast. So we're running into spring break next week. So you guys, what are your plans going to be for that?
First plan, party
Party what?
Saturday,
Party on Saturday as opposed to
Saturday.
Friday
yeah,
afternoon?
phone party.
Full party.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, he's going party.
You feel me? I have to glow up.
Watch out for me.
No,
I'm about to glow. Do do do
yeah, thank you, Marcus.
do.
Call his manager.
All right,
Who's man's?
all right. So, are
No,
we
just
going all right.
whatever you want.
Man, because it makes me seem like I have no life. I'm just gonna record more. Like I'm just gonna like record more music because that's like all I do on my free time. It's just gonna like write and record more. Get the EP done, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, our like rap group Various. We have this thing we're playing over spring break. Record this thing called like the 5-man EP. It's gonna show us like what we can do, like what we're capable of rap rise. But like I don't feel like it's gonna get done like that because like we're all procrastinating.
Yo,
and stuff.
time out. Yo, no, don't never speak down on the vision, bro. It's either you see 2020 or
No,
ain't no
no.
such thing as glasses.
No,
around
we're
here,
not
bro.
speaking down on the vision. We're just being honest. Like,
Yeah, no,
like,
no,
no,
but-
like Schoolboy Q, like, yo, bro, like Black Hippie, we could all record like an album, but we're all lazy. Like, that's legit us. We can honestly like sit there and do it.
That be y'all guys, like, okay, but anyway.
How long has it take you to release
Oh,
this,
okay, no, that's
project?
different. That's
It
different.
was
though.
gonna drop in March, right? No, it's gonna drop February, April. Mm-hmm.
No, that's
he
because
just, he just recently got the date.
no, that's because my that's because my label and the people who are running my label, they're being petty over a release date. So
Don't say the people. That was just one person.
That was just one person.
That was just one person. Don't say the people.
he's an L, bro. He's an L. Anyway,
Back to the
But
question.
aren't you guys a group? Do y'all supposed to work together and discuss on when to release everything?
it's too much testosterone in
he-
this group.
he
That's
picked
why
it-
everybody wants to be the man.
No, he picked his date last minute. But the only problem with his date was that it was inner group stuff. But yeah. But yeah.
So it's mostly done separately in pieces.
No. We all have our own separate projects, and we were gonna go on to a more collaboration
All right,
project.
so unless it's going to drop next week, let's move on to the next.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so like next week, I'm probably gonna be in my new house with my mom right now. So they have pool, gym. So I'm gonna be doing that during spring break. I'm gonna go to the gym like every day because I need to lose weight.
Games. Yeah. Yeah, I
So-
don't know about that.
So that's the goal, the spring break body.
Yeah.
But hey,
Get ready
And because
for
I've been hospital homebound this entire time, so I've been in teleschool and teachers coming to my home, and hopefully by then I'll be back in normal school, at least part time, so I could get adjusted to it. But you know, I gotta look good for school. Gotta look good for that.
See my boy over here, he got the beard. He got the beard ready. He just got the body ready, and he's